Now, leading our bulletin this half, our mourners continue to gather at the home of slain Hilary Gardee in Mbombela, Mpumalanga. The daughter of former EFF SG Gardee was found murdered on Tuesday. She had been missing for a few days. eNCA's Pule Letshwiti-Jones is in Mbombela to speak to us. Pule, good morning. I mean, a bit earlier we caught a bit of that impromptu briefing by Sinawo. It seems that the funeral will be this Saturday, Kamagugu. What else will be taking place from today?
Well, definitely, as far as we are told right now, is that you are correct to say the funeral will be taking place this coming Saturday. I think from there onwards, the family will be liaising with the EFF leadership, which will then give us information in terms of how they'll be working around the memorial service, and in terms of the exchange that will be going on between the information with them and the police. But quite what we understand right now is that the extended family of Gardee as well has from Nigeria have sent their deepest condolences, and they're also saddened by the painful news. We're yet to find out as to whether they will be making their way to South Africa as well. But as it is, the family is still reeling from these sad news that they had received in terms of the discovery of Hilary Gardee's body at a crime scene, which is about 38 minutes away from here. We do know that it was discovered at a timber plantation just outside Mbombela, and we had the opportunity to actually see the scene as well, and you know, it just brought back very terrible moments of what could have happened. But as it is right now, the family is quite aware of the developments that are taking place surrounding the case and investigations that are still ongoing with the police. But I just want you to lend an ear to see what the family spokesperson, or rather the party speaking on behalf of the family, had to say regarding the funeral arrangements that are expected to take place.
The Gardee family wishes to announce this morning that the funeral of the late and beloved daughter of the Gardees will be held on Saturday, the 7th of May 2022, and it will be held in Kwamakuku Township in Nelspruit, here in Mpumalanga, at the church on the hill. So confirmations are made and preparations are in place to lay to rest Hilary Gardee, who was abducted on the 29th of April, and her body was sadly found 60 kilometers out of Mbombela on the 3rd of May 2022. So as the family, we would like to extend our appreciation once again to the general public, to the people of South Africa, for their consistent support in consoling the family, in launching a campaign to find Hilary, and permanently being there and sending condolences. All dignitaries, all institutions, all political parties, all NGOs which have sent their condolences, we'd like to send and extend our appreciation to them for showing that humanity prevails over any form of division, because we are not primary enemies in society, but we are opponents. And the messages that have been coming through from various sectors of our society are deeply appreciated by the Gardee family.
Well, it seems on the logistics front, at least there, everything is being handled. There clearly are a lot of hands to support the family. But how are they doing emotionally? I mean, it honestly is not normal as a parent to be burying your children, but worse in this kind of a manner in which Hilary lost her life.
Yeah, definitely. You know, the family is in pain. In fact, yesterday when we asked them to describe how the family was feeling, you know, they had no word to actually, you know, paint an image as to how the family was going through and what the family was going through at that particular moment. But now, just to introduce this element of what we understand in terms of the police, the relationship with the police and the EFF right now and the family. So yesterday, the EFF actually, you know, released what they would call, they're saying, some sort of information that they had gotten from the post-mortem looking into the killing of Hilary Gardee, and that said that he had been shot in the back of the head, and that furthermore they revealed details around how money was actually taken from her account to the tune of about 1,300 rand, where she was forced to actually transact these payments to herself, and the money was taken. But the police have now confirmed that they, as much as they're relaying this information to the family in terms of how their daughter was killed, they also have now gone against the fact that this information was made public by the party speaking on behalf of the family. And what we also understand now is that there's that sort of hostility of a relationship that's brewing between the family and the police, because the family is saying they're now lost their trust in the police, and that their hope in them has been tainted, and they're just hoping now that the police just do their work and make sure that they find the killers. I just wanted to take a listen to what Sinawa Tambo had to say, speaking on behalf of the family here in Nelspruit.
The discovery of the bullet is long overdue. It no longer adds substance to the conversation. So we've communicated already that it has dented our faith in the policing system, that they can miss such a critical thing at a crime scene. They can't. That crime scene no longer adds value anymore because they missed a crucial part of it. And we'll be waiting for updates from them. Hopefully they can redeem themselves and find these killers in due course, so that the family can have a sense of closure as to why this happened to their daughter. So we're not going to enter into an engagement with the statements of the South African Police Services. They must do their job, and that is all we expect of them.
Pule, that whole issue around the bullet seems to be a very topical one. Even on social media, we've just seen how the conversation is developing, where there's a great debate about the role of the police at a crime scene, that some of them are saying the pathologist will handle to this, the post-mortem indicates. So at the very least, some are saying that the police would merely just secure the crime scene, and that's as far as it goes. But others are saying no, they really missed something that was very crucial here. What has been the police's response to all of this?
Well, I think what we've done, which has been responsible, is to try to keep tabs with the police. And what they're saying, even yesterday when we tried asking them about this, they were merely saying that, they're keeping their cards close to their chest and they cannot reveal further information as per the investigations, which is part of their job, and they're duty bound to actually do that. But the onus is upon them to actually communicate to the family. And what one would then pick up is that the police had told the family regarding what had happened. The family then decided to speak to the media, and it seemed as though there wasn't that communication that was going on between the police and the family. Hence why when you read that statement that was released by the SAPS, they then say that, look, we had communicated this information with the family, and we were quite shocked when we realized that the family then went out to go make this information public. And for them, they're saying that this is still subject of investigations, and that's the reason why they didn't want to make this public, because they are of the view that this could jeopardize their investigations. But when we visited the crime scene yesterday, you'd actually see that the police had, of course, cordoned off the crime scene so they could come for clues, coupled with the forensic pathologists. And the speculation is rife that the body could have just been dumped at the timber plantation site and not necessarily where the killing actually happened. But that's information that we will be getting from the police officials when the day continues to unfold, and when the developments of the story continue to unfold. That's the information, the pivotal information that we believe the police will be telling the family, then the family will be relaying to the media as well, which we will then update you.
No, it is critical information, because if we're hearing that she was last seen at the Nelspruit Plaza and then 60 kilometers outside of Mbombela, that's very, very far. So it would be important to find out if in fact that's where she lost her life, 60 kilometers away. But just one last thing, I listened to Sinawa there talking about the spirit of Ubuntu right now that many are displaying across party lines. Everybody has been touched by the murder of Hillary. Have you seen perhaps some local ANC members coming to extend their condolences there, because the SG is a former ANC member? We know his struggle credentials, he's been to exile. Have you been seeing some of the local politicians from other political parties coming to show their support to the family?
Well, apart from what we've actually been seeing on social media and on the public platforms, where we've seen the message of tributes coming in for the family and condolences coming in for the family, we haven't really seen most of the NGOs or civil society making their way to the family's home. In fact, yesterday we spotted some few local ANC supporters who were actually paying their respects here at the family, coupled with some of the members of the ANC. That's as far as we've seen for now, but we also do understand that now the family of the extended family of Gardee, of course, in Nigeria, have also sent their message of condolences. In fact, they were saying that this matter has actually shocked them and they are in pain. That's as far that we've received from the family as well as when they were updating us. But for now, it just remains that more of these messages of support are coming through these social media platforms and through emails and messages. I think when the funeral takes place on Saturday, that's when we will be able to see and paint an image of who will be making an appearance and who will be showing their message of support and availability when coming to bury their loved one here in Nelspruit.
No, honestly devastating what has befallen this family. Pule, we'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much. That's our reporter, Pule Letshwiti-Jones, who's out in Mbombela in Mpumalanga, just giving us the latest insofar as funeral arrangements are concerned of the late Gardee. To this now.